This week on New Music Fridays, got Herbo 25. And you know, if this is the headlining album to drop this week, then we in for a weeknight. I've never been a big Herbo fan because his struggles to be on beat are well documented. Not as bad as, say, Blueface, someone who goes out of his way to lose the beat, so much so that people claim it as a style. Instead, his bad music has no impact and is forgotten just as fast as it's released. And sadly, that's worse, because Blueface is clearly the worst of the two, but he is still more notable and will continue to be so. The worst thing you can be in the music industry is uninteresting and unentertaining. Herbo is both and has shown that he will remain that way no matter how big the name features he obtains. So do you hear my excitement that I have to listen to this album? What am I expecting? The same thing we got from PTSD, which is his debut project with Epic Records, a snooze fest by an artist who never took the art of composing music serious enough to learn the fundamentals. But this is why you listen to the music, because everyone, even Herbo, has the ability to learn and grow. So with this album, Herbo is with Republic Records now, and it starts just like how I said it would. It's rather flat and boring. Stay in the Rain is as hot as Herbo could possibly be in life though. A tribute to a producer who knows what needs to be done. That production, it compliments him and makes all of his errors less obvious. When he runs out of raps and tries to talk the rest of the way, it almost ruins the entire experience. Doughboy, where he samples the boys in the hood, was a good idea, just not for him. Having Little TJ, 21 Savage, Gunna, Polo G, and more was nothing close to saving this project. Since this project was named 25, I was kinda expecting 25 songs from someone who could barely pull off 5 songs properly. Instead, he is probably saving those last 6 songs for a deluxe edition. Overall, this was exactly what I thought it was, an artist that doesn't have the capability to make good music, making his best attempt but failing well short of it. Logic, Vaccine. A single from Logic. After he said that he was retired and his fan base bought it like the pole jockers that they are. The people who told us that Logic would retire are the same people that tell us that everything he's released has been a classic. These are the same people who tell us how great Logic's bars are. Yes, the guy who spent 3 albums telling us he is biracial is somehow considered to be a lyricist. Why can't you guys just like Logic without putting any extras on him? Just say, I like Logic's style and music. It resonates with me, but I do understand he will never be considered to being one of the best. John Stockton never placed higher than 7th on the NBA MVP list and never won a NBA title with or without Jordan. But there's no shame in his Hall of Fame career that yielded the most assists all time at 15,000. Logic will be remembered for the quality music that he dropped in his career when it does come to an end, but nobody is going to put him in discussion of Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, and Tupac. And that's fine, especially since every time he drops, you can't deny that there's a strong chance of it being a quality track. What am I expecting here? A song promoting to get vaccinated, maybe? Basically the next 1-800 song, doing public service announcements, hoping that mainstream media grabs hold of it and using it as mass promotion again. But the only thing that I'm asking is, what's the point in getting vaccinated when fully vaccinated people are catching COVID? So the basic concept is that he's going hard all year with shows, making money, and anything that he so decides. Think back to all of the memes when the vaccines were first starting to roll out. People were making jokes about how the streets are calling them and all that they were going to do when they get vaccinated. Now picture that as a song. That song is Vaccine. Logic's delivery carries the lacking production to have more energy than it actually does. Again, like the vast majority of his music, do not expect lyricism. Instead, just enjoy the vibe for what it is, as this isn't a hit, this isn't a statement that he's making, this isn't anything impressive. This is simply one song of many to come, and hopefully they will get better as we go. Brent Faiyaz, Wasting Time featuring Drake. Another Drake stimulus package? See, Drake offers potential hits for labels desperate enough to pay 7 figures because they have no idea on how to promote an artist. I'm sure you Brent Fire fans out there saying, but hold up, he's independent. Are you 100% sure of that? Because labels will sign you and not announce that they signed you so you can get a grassroots following. Who can really afford Drake produced by the Neptunes and you're not signed to a major label? But if he is still underground, then be happy that you are getting this service pro bono, because Drake probably believes Brent Faiyaz can succeed, or he's recruiting him to come to OVO. When you have a fan base like Logic, but larger, and legitimately have a case for being labeled as one of the best of this generation, then you can pull this off. Talented acts who are signed to major labels need to find ways to propel their music to larger audiences who would be receptive to them. That is Drake's target market, and as time has passed, he has provided these acts with the highest Billboard placements more times than not. Will I say those songs have been great? No. But they have opened many doors, and that is exactly what I'm expecting here. An unimpressive song with the potential to take off. See, Brent Faiyaz reminds me of Bryson Tiller, the whole trap soul sound that hasn't really evolved, a style that fits the monotone, desert dry, Marvin's Room brand of music that Drake is known for. That's the kind of song I believe Wasting Time will be. Could it push him over the top? Only time will tell. That beat is fire. Produced by the Neptunes, and you know how dynamic Chad Hugo gets on these types of beats. The only time I played the back and forth is with the Aaliyah record. Drake, I respect that. This could have been a hit if Brent Faiyaz were more naturally gifted. If, say, this were Maseo or Otis Kane, this could have been an overnight sensational song for the masses. Not saying that Brent is bad, but trap soul attracts the limited for a reason. I like this song, and I think with the right promotion it can be huge. Lesser artists have built full careers with waltz, but I'm not sold on it making a playlist. Still, I recommend it. Nas, Life is a Dice Game, featuring Cordae and Freddie Gibbs. Of all the music dropping today, this has me the most hyped, but it wouldn't shock me if the song were trash. At this point of Nas's career, he's either hit or miss, and those misses are usually critically bad. Think EPMD or Cop Shot the Kid. Conceptual songs that his fan base is still trying to convince people were good, but were complete bombs. On the level of I know I can be what I wanna be caliber of bad. What excites me is Freddie Gibbs on the feature here. After he took his frustrations of losing the Grammy to Nas out on his classic records to craft his own hit, Big Boss Rabbit, to have both of them on a song could be special. Nas being the historically great MC respected by all, and Freddie Gibbs, who I deem as the next #1 artist of this oncoming generation, the potential is there for a hit, and I can't expect anything less from the greatness being represented here. Still, I'm coming into this knowing that King's Disease Nas is not Stillmatic Nas, no matter what the Grammys say. He has other priorities, he's not as hungry, he's not as angry. When you apply all of these, you realize that songs that were easy alley-oops, like Sorry Not Sorry, just slips right through his fingertips. So I'm basically hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Let's just start this off by saying no. That attempt at holding the note there was not the move, Nas. You have a label of talented acts and a phone where you can call people that do this for a living. For Nas, I know a lot of people that would do it for free. As this song evolves with each act doing the chorus, and sadly Nas's rendition of it was the worst. Props to Cordae here. When he did his hook, they should have just came to terms with it and let Cordae have it and just change the whole concept of the song. I like the soulful production, but I didn't love it. And Cordae, he performs really well. He's showing us that he's still one of the more slept on individuals in this game. The verses were cool, but nothing about this song was really special and stood out for me. Then Nas makes another bad move by freestyling the beginning of his verse. When the only highlight of your freestyle is you saying that you're freestyling, That's how you know that you did it wrong. He ends his verse strongly, but not enough to save the song. It's cool that this is a recreation of a song that he made many years ago that never came out, as he documents it in the verse, but that does nothing for me. Song is okay at best.